So
Wait, no. You cannot romance my mom.
you cannot romance Pablo's mom.
Stop it,
Yeah.
Chef. Stop
Oh no!
I could give you a big bad surprise. Let you take your time. Sure you wanna die.
So, Devstream 182 has just ended, which means we got a lot to talk about. Tech rot, infested liches, new weapons, our next Prime Warframe, his new weapons, Warframe 1999, infested enemies are getting changes, Nyx, and of course Trinity as well, and so much more. So let's just get started, shall we? This is Xaku Prime, and he is coming on November the 13th on all platforms. Let me know in the comment section what you think of him. His weapons are the Quasis Prime and of course the Trumna Prime as well, the Coffin Gun, and these are the Operator and Drifter Prime skins, and of course the new Prime DAJANA that's coming with this Prime access as well. Now he looks awesome with his phased ponytail, his gigantic shoulder pads look great as well, and the Trumna with its big gold medallions along the side of it all look really good. It does look like a solid Prime access. Now we also know that Warframe 99 is coming in December of this year. Hollvania and the new tile set in 99 that you got to play in the demo will have 4 seasons, winter all the way through to summer, and the tile set will visually alter with each season that it's in. Extra variety with procedurally generated tile sets, and we have no idea if these seasons will mean different spawns or vaults, or maybe different types of missions or rewards, depending on what season it's in, like we have on other tile sets. I'm kind of hoping we will, but we won't know until we jump into the 99 update. Now, these are our new infested liches coming with Warframe 99, the Technosite Coda boyband. We know that the random names of liches that you create by killing these will be based around 90s computer viruses, and they will give you a guaranteed cosmetic every time you kill one of these liches, from ephemeras to decorations to floofs to posters and so on. So not just a random chance at an ephemera, it's always going to be a guaranteed drop of something. Now Zeke is the lead singer, which you're seeing right now. Then there is Harddrive, who is the jock of the group. There is Drillbit, who is the guy with the curly hair. There is DJ Rom, who is based heavily on his ears, so he kind of looks like a sonar bat when he's infested. And this is Packet with the big giant eyeball. Now every time you, I guess, either capture or kill a Technosite Lich, you get tokens that will then allow you to buy infested Lich weapons from the Protoframe Syndicate members. This means you have a choice to go after the weapons you want to, and you're not going to be tied down to random weapons dropping off whichever Lich you get. But the vendor might have different percentages on the elements on those weapons, like what we have with the Tenet weapons of Ergo Glast. So you can always get a weapon based on the amount of tokens you have, and I think they said that some Liches will drop more tokens than others, but the vendor will rotate its manifest for different power grades of those weapons. At least that's what it sounded like what Rebecca was describing. And the hunt for these will of course take place in 1999. There is no Requiem mods or Requiem relics with the Liches this time around, and you will still have to do the final kill on a Railjack. So make sure you have a Railjack before 99 drops in December if you want to go hunting these to get some of the new Lich weapons. Now this is them in game, with Packet being the Lich that Megan was currently hunting or actively hunting, which is why he is down at the front center bobbing over and back, which I think is how you will know which one you are currently hunting. And this is Zeke, the lead singer's movement animation that is currently being worked on as he's kind of lunging around on those huge tentacles. Now, as for the new Lich weapons, these are our infested Lich weapons. 13 of them in total. There is the Hema, the Spirotrix, the Synapse, the Catabolist, the Pox, the Tycist, the Causticist, the Gerudo, the Mire, the Pathocyst, and then there is 3 new ones that we haven't been told about, but apparently one of them is a pizza slicer styled weapon, and the Lich variant of the Hema is probably going to be easier to farm than the normal version. Oh, and we've also been told that the AX-52, that kind of AK-47 styled weapon that came with Tenocon, is making a comeback into the game with a vendor for 1999. So if you haven't got it, you will be able to get it in December. Now, infested enemies are apparently also getting a little bit of a touch-up, with some of them carrying across into the base game. So the infested enemies from 99 will also have some of the traits carry across into the base game. Infested runners will now do this kind of cannonball leap at you and then blow up. It kind of whistles while it's in the air as well. Ancients will now backhand the crap out of you while electrocuting you and then triple slamming you with 2 new animation attacks as well. This is a new infested style of enemy which has bladders on its back that allows it to fly up into the air like a graceful little piggy and then it will shoot at you. But we don't know what its name is yet, and this new enemy is apparently the Babau, which is a big infested rare threat apparently, but it's meant to be big and stretchy. Again, we don't know what this infested type of enemy is called. Now, Trinity and Nyx are also due a very light touch-up or rework. Nyx we will know more about in November. They didn't show anything about Nyx this time around, but I am really, and I mean really, hoping that her touch-up is really good. For Trinity, or Letty, which is the Gemini version in 1999, this is her being customized in the background. The hair color can also be changed, and this is her new transformation emote in-game, which switches from your normal Trinity into Letty, but casting this doesn't make you immune to incoming damage, so be careful when you cast it. But Trinity's rework. Trinity's new passive is plus maximum health to you and allies inside affinity range, but it scales off of your maximum energy. Not your current energy after casting abilities, but your maximum energy, which means you could give yourself and teammates a much larger health pool. Now, her first ability can be cast while moving. They're increasing its duration. Its Well of Life will protect the life of players in range, so instead of players taking a death blow, it will save them and consume that instead, meaning they won't die, and you can cast up to 3 wells at once with this ability. Her second ability can now also be cast while moving. They've also added more duration, which they've done for each of her abilities, and the way duration is going to work with this now means more duration means more pulses, which means more energy. Now, her third ability will link to more targets based on her power strength. More strength means more targets. It can also be cast while she is moving, and it can also be recast while it is active. So maybe you're using Molt Augmented and now you've got more power strength. It is active. You can recast it to get more, I guess, enemies linked. Now, her fourth also had its duration increased, and when you recast it, you won't lose its damage resistance buff, which was something that would happen in the past. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of Trinity's touch-up, whether you like what you hear or not. This is also Amir, the Gemini skin variant of Volt, being customized in the background. And this is his animation for switching between Amir and Volt and then back again. Now, they have already changed the bike controls after feedback from the demo, with brake or reverse actually stopping you and not making you instantly kind of turn around on a 360. They've also, I think, done something for the crash detection on the bike as well. There are new bike skins being worked on. There is 11 in total that they're currently working on at the minute, but they only showed off 7 of them on stream. There is a one-wheeled bike, there is a monster skin bike, there is a graffiti bike, a medic bike with its own siren on the back, there is a color shift bike, and there is a good old rusty bike, which, like Megan said on the Devstream, will be really cool if it actually sounds like it's going to fall apart while you're actually driving it. Or maybe when you crash it, it actually falls apart. Now, they also added a working arcade game into the player hub for you to play on, and the game you're going to be able to play apparently is called Caliber Chicks, but they didn't show that off. They're going to save that for the actual update. There are also new cosmetics being worked on for our drifters with 99, which you can see on screen right now, except the one with the ass cheeks down on the bottom right. Okay, calm down, there is no jockstrap option. This is a work in progress goth styled skin for your drifter that's currently being worked on. It's going to come or ship with Warframe 1999. There is also a 99 inspired Tenogen cosmetics coming as well. There is also a new comic being worked on for 99 and a new 1999 decoration in game. And the stream ended with a little bit of a teaser, a little bit of a trailer that showed, I guess, what Dark Sector originally was, or what Warframe originally started out as, with a load of little trailers for, I guess, advertisements from Warframe 1999. But at the very end of it, it did show Albrecht, and it did show, or maybe the man in the wall, sorry, and there was a link. There was like a load of question marks with .com at the end of it. So I'm going to guess that that is a teaser website. If it hasn't been found by the time I put this video up, I'm sure it'll be found within a day or two. So you gotta start hunting, okay, Tenno? Now, before I end the video, one last thing. During the dev stream, or at the very start of it, the crew also went through a tribute to the passing of Mynki, the original art director for Warframe, who sadly passed away recently from cancer. Now, Mynki was the reason the game struck such a chord with so many Tenno over the last few years. His fingerprints or his DNA are on pretty much everything to do with the game's creation. He had input with so many aspects of Warframe's creations. Even after he left DE, they still reached out to him with certain ideas or how would they go about changing certain things, and he happily gave insight and inspiration. He designed so many Warframes, Lotus, enemies, bosses, companions. Like I said, his fingerprints are on everything from Xaku Prime right the way up to the recent additions of Mormor enemies and Corvex, and soon to be the Rhino heirloom skin, which will show up next year. Now, there is a link to a tribute t-shirt in this video's description that is for sale on Warframe's website, with all of the proceeds going towards the Princess Margaret's Cancer Foundation, which is an incredible, worthwhile charity. Now, we've all been affected by cancer in some shape throughout our lives, or you will be at some point. And the design on this t-shirt is an early sketch of the lotus flower drawn by Mynki himself back in the beginning days of Warframe's development. So I'm going to leave the link to that t-shirt in this video's description right at the top. I will also pin it at the top of the comment section. So rest in peace, Mynki. We genuinely wouldn't be where we are right now with Warframe without you. As always, thanks for watching.
We just need more time to see. I know how you want it now, but we must slow down, slow down.
Best cyber. There's nothing like a war sector. Don't worry. Just before equipment streams Hollvania's #1 video game company. A whole lot more. Bites Why not war sector? Defend the galaxy from Drippy for coming back. What? Using state-of-the-art technology. War Sector coming winter 2000 from Digital Extremes.